Start things off
Mm.
before I start things. All right. All right. That's gonna go on for a while. I'm just put it down now.
Good, 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 good. Okay.
You know what we're here for, right?
Mm.
We're here for part two of There's Still Unfinished Business book discussion.
Um. Yeah. Before we get into it, we're also on major listening platforms: iTunes, Spotify, Deezer, Castbox. I do want to shout out the studio. Center Stage
Mm-hmm.
sponsors us. Shout out to Joe. Shout out to the online store, disciplinetherapy.launchcart dot / shop. Shout out to Woodsack,
Mm-hmm.
or Rudsack. I'm wearing one of their clothing right here. This is nice. Patent leather.
Ooh.
This is has water repellency, water resistant. This right here is like nylon and viscose. It also has a little elastane, same material they use in like yoga pants. Um, and it
Huh.
has shape retention. So when you wash this, it retains its size.
It doesn't stretch out.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's an outerwear brand. Like Macaj. Some people pronounce Macaj Mackage. I think
Package.
it's French, so Macaj. But
Yeah, I've
some
always
people
heard of
say
massage.
Mackage.
Interesting.
Either way is right. Um, Montclair too. You know that's similar style, but you have their neighbors of Canada Goose, Moose Knuckle,
Mm-hmm.
etc. But I think this brand is like to me more cost efficient. You're looking to save money. Better quality. I'm not saying those other brands are not good. Maybe I'm biased as they sponsor me.
Cost efficient
hmm
because I've been in that store. Cost efficient for my pocket,
Yeah. So
but very nice,
yeah,
very
it's
nice
nice,
stuff.
nice stuff. All year round they have
Mm-hmm.
things. Okay, that's that. And then I think I got through everything. Obviously, Yale Discipline Books, Amazon, Barnes and Noble, also electronic versions as well. We're gonna talk about one specifically today for the part
Mm-hmm.
two season finale. And then season 20. Oh, milestone. Season 20 will be
Wow.
announced. To be announced maybe late December we come back or top of 2026. All
Nice.
right.
All right, so you ready?
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So part two of There's Still Unfinished Business. This is my copy, people. Um,
That's mine up there, but I don't want to cheat, so we're gonna just go off of memory.
again, you be hitting on point with your memory too. So, all right. So the last I think that we talked about, but we went through the whole how it was written in script format. We discussed
Scene.
why
Mm-hmm.
you did that. We discussed some scenes. Some really heart wrenching. Well, the beginning part heart wrenching. So I'm gonna just go into my questions. If we go with that,
Mm-hmm.
okay.
We no, not to cut you off, but we ended with like Lisa and that circumstance, how it
Mm-hmm.
made you feel. I didn't answer Sandra. If they go back, they'll realize because
Yeah.
there were both situations. So I think I wanted to once again, spoilers, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a man of my word. I said they would be this time around. So just removing those two characters. Um, which spoiler, Sandra is Dom's sister.
Mm.
So I never gave that away
No.
for Strong Bonds Never Break when we talked about that. But at this point, they've read the books. So she's back.
Mhm.
right? In the seventh one, we're in the trilogy to this book series. So she's the attorney
Mhm.
that helped him get out of jail in Strong
Mm,
Bonds of a Break.
that's right.
He requested her from Sophia when she entered that room, the courtroom. This is Strong Bonds of a Break. Both the ladies look at each other. Who is this?
Yeah,
So it
it's
doesn't
funny.
get revealed until later on. But telling them now, bringing her back into the so eradicating both of those characters out of the book, um,
Well, we
really
didn't
really hit.
we didn't discuss total like exactly for Sandra's situation. We really just talked about Lisa's, but
Mhm.
we're gonna get into Sandra's a little bit too.
Yeah, it was really yeah, and that scene, right? I that scene, I wanted to put the protagonist in a bind because um, see, spoilers.
Mhm.
Sophia gets kidnapped and Hefe's involved. So now you know how the towards the last part one I went through a scene of how Dom witnessed Dulce did something savage
Mhm.
and then he remembers who she is, so he's like now worried.
Right.
But she did something savage and then does a whole crazy 360, turns around. Oh, do you want to get something to drink?
Mm.
Like submissively. But as he's hugging her, he's like, staring
Right.
straight, eyes wondering, has I would say like the cameras zoomed in on him with a worried look on his face from
Mm.
what he witnessed, remembering who she is and how he has to play his cards right because perhaps that could be turned up on him. She's
Mhm.
unpredictable pretty much. And maybe in that regard he felt like, damn, she didn't even listen to me when I told her to do it another way, give him a chance.
Mm.
So she can't even be controlled, kind of. This is how I'm narrating it,
Right.
as he's staring straight ahead. So if he can't control her, she's unpredictable, loose cannon. She's already dangerous. So
Mhm.
he's now thinking ahead. I have to be careful.
Mm.
Um, so going into that with now Dom doesn't care because Sophia's his family. She's kidnapped. Father's involved. Now he gets gangster with Dulce.
Mm.
I know you had something to play in it. She wasn't even aware. So how can you follow? I mean, I know that's your father, but how can you follow that of that occurring? You guys, that's not even your style, So now she's she's questioning her father's motives.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And in this regard, I love this scene, and I'm gonna tell you how I created this scene because I got this scene from one of my favorite movies, Dark Knight,
Oh.
2008, with Heath Ledger playing Joker, which I think was the best of all time, actor playing Joker.
Yep.
No disrespect to Jack Nicholson, the first.
Yep. Well,
But Heath Ledger deserves his flowers. Rest in peace. I
definitely.
think they murdered him, but
Mm.
that's a conspiracy episode for Patreon. Um, but that was a masterclass. That interrogation room scene with Batman and Joker, that was a masterclass. Oh, you're scum. Don't talk like them. You're
Mm.
not like them. They need you now. You're a freak like me. See, they'll cast you out when they don't need you like a leopard. You see these civilized people, they'll eat each other. When the chips are down, this code that they live by is it's a bad joke. Irony, pun intended, because he's Joker.
Mhm.
It's a bad joke. Like people, if people are dissecting that scene like me, it's a fucking masterclass. It's like it's so underrated, that scene.
Mm.
So he says, you know, I'm not the monster here, just the brief. I'm just ahead of the curve. That's when he gets aggressive with him, starts punching him around, throwing him all places, and then the commissioner's trying to get in there. Oh
Mm.
no, he's taking it too far. Puts the chair under which I'm
Mhm.
gonna talk about that as well, to lock
Okay.
the door so they don't get in. This is the scene
Mm.
where he's saying you're gonna have to break one of your rules. Choose.
Mm.
Choose. Now I'm gonna make people watch that movie. Choose.
Yeah.
So one person, Rachel, is over here,
Mhm.
and Dent is over there. Who are you gonna pick? So I did that scene. I revived that scene with
Mhm.
this. So Hefe says Sophia's over here, Sandra's over here. Who you're choosing?
Yeah. It's rough.
Yeah. So that's where I got that. You know,
Mm.
Sandra was quick. You know, like Lisa, she was able to go through that experience.
Mm.
She had a longer scene,
Yeah.
but
Definitely.
Sandra was quick. Um, so I think now like Dom already had a mission, and then now Dom and Sophia,
Well,
same
he
thing.
also he takes it really really hard because he kind of feels
Guilty.
yeah,
He
because
says that.
it's almost yeah, because it's almost like it wouldn't have happened if he didn't request. I'm trying to talk in code, people. Hard, man.
Requested what he requested.
Of her.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Because she even said, "No, I can't, you crazy?"
Yep.
And then she went along and did it
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah. So I'm gonna kind of spoil it without giving too much away. Dom wanted information.
Mhm.
So in order for her, that's beyond my jurisdiction. He
Mhm.
said, "Don't worry about it. I'm sorry, I don't want to get you in trouble." And then she said, "Well, hypothetically, if I was to do this, then this could possibly happen. Hypothetically."
Mhm.
So he smiles, she smiles. That means she's gonna do it.
Right.
That was the beginning. In that moment, like it's already like Hefe is not easily. You can't pull the wool over his eyes.
Mhm.
So by her just entering in that dynamic, I don't even narrate it. Like that scene is like a deleted scene. Like imagine if a film I've talked about in the last one.
Mhm.
It's like a deleted scene.
Right.
But by her being in there, he probably suspected. So
Mm.
so like by the time that scene is done, he brings Sandra in the soundproof room in the mansion.
Mhm.
Oh, don't worry about it. The ladies can't hear what we're talking about.
Right.
And once she leaves there and kind of like indirectly saying, "I'm gonna do you this favor,"
Mhm.
right? That was already it. That was done there because like I don't say it in the film, but obviously Hefe found out.
Right.
So by him finding out, now she's in danger.
Mhm.
And remember, there's a scene where Dulce is this is even before it occurs because Dulce was following Dom where remember, spoilers,
Mhm.
Dulce was following Dom and Dom and Sandra met up.
Mm, yep.
So Dulce had the Uber, her driver wait. Oh, who is that? Taking pictures or
Mhm.
whatever it is. And she's thinking, because remember, Dulce is in love.
Mhm.
So she's now.
Getting
I know you
jealous.
got the sub slave or whatever, and I know you got your wife. Now who's this one?
Mhm.
So now once they the like depart, right? They go their separate ways. She says to the driver, "Follow her." So the driver follows her into maybe I described it a parking garage
Mhm.
and approaching steadily like matching her walking distance, Sandra's walking distance.
Mhm.
The back of the window, which is where she's sitting in the back. So that window is lowered. And the pistol, well, not at first. She said she demands her to get in.
Mm.
I don't know you, bitch. Like, what? Then pulls out the pistol. You have no choice. So she gets in. Gets in. Who are you? So you know, oh, no, no, no. She doesn't even reveal who she is. Oh, I
Mm.
know you're more than an attorney. You're fucking him? Cause she's hysterical.
Right.
What? Like kind of like grossed out. But she's like, oh come on, Dom's a good looking man. Like what she doesn't even reveal who she is.
Right.
So she's now asking to buy her out. Like, don't be his lawyer anymore. Whatever he's paying, I'll double, triple.
Mm.
Nope, I
Without
turn it
knowing.
down. Principles. I don't what did she say? I don't defend criminals.
Mm.
What lawyer is turning down that now I know something is going on? You
Mm.
know,
That's true.
she's admitting she's to her. A lot of lawyers are not lawful. A lot of lawyers don't have
Mm-hmm.
principles, and what all about the money. Like I'm offering you triple, and now I know something is. So that was that scene way before. So that was that first interaction of her knowing who she was before Hefe. But if Hefe was already
Mm. That's
tracking
true.
him,
Yeah,
like he probably already knew
that's true.
or had an idea. But she was actually having that interaction. But yeah, I didn't get a chance to talk about the Sandra situation. So
Yeah.
um that is just to recap.
And also that open, like, you see Dom very, like, very vulnerable, where now
He's like
Sophia,
he shed the tear and
now, and Sophia has to now give his backstory to Estrella, which is
hmm
interesting too. That was a good
yeah, I
little
mean
twist in that.
the moment it happened, right? He wasn't even thinking logical. He
Mm-hmm.
was thinking emotional and ready to go out there and like do what he doing. And Sophia had to be the one to be like, just let it out.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
just what's on your mind. Like tell us what's on your mind. Like, think. There's gonna hire more goons and you gotta think. Remember the Gambino situation? Um It's like if you go in there, we'll lose you too.
I like how you made it not it, so let me rephrase. I like how you, in a subtle way, showed the love between them and how they share. You know what I'm saying? And how they show it. Like, she's not the soft mushy type. So, you know what I'm saying? So her talking to him like that, that's, you know, showing the readers how much she does truly know him. You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm,
she's speaking in his language, she's getting him out of that funk. And
mhm,
the only person that could probably get him out of that would be her, because they've been through a lot. And maybe Estrella, but it's not the same. Like, even in when they first go with the whole Lisa situation, he tells Estrella, stay out here. You don't know about this life. And him and Sophia are like, ready? Or, like, and then they go in. So I like how you brought that, their love, because you see a lot of, soft and mushy between him and Estrella, but not so much between him and Sophia. But when you do that, I feel like it lets the readers know, oh man, there is like a love story
mhm.
for them also.
And it's funny because in order to make this character intriguing, I had to not make him like mirror me 100%
Mm.
because I would want the women I'm with to be the same. Like I
Mm.
wouldn't want one woman that's hard and doesn't show her emotions and one woman mushy and soft with me. Like, oh, I miss you, I love you, and then the other person doesn't say those things, doesn't
Right.
show the emotions, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't want a masculine woman and a feminine woman for balance. No,
Right.
two, three feminine women, like
Like, no,
so.
no balance here.
But if I do it like that, it's kind of boring. It's not interesting for the
Right, right,
readers,
for the
So I
readers.
kind of the choice of women in Dom's life would never be mine.
No, not even Dulce.
No,
Which one especially
especially
not?
especially not her.
No.
You know what I'm
She.
saying? You saw in the end.
Mm.
I'm not gonna give it away, but there was so many things that was foreshadowing. So
Yeah.
when I
Talk
date
about
when
foreshadowing.
I'm dating a woman, right? And I'm courting her and I'm studying her and vetting her as I'm courting her, I'm seeing little red flags like a foreshadow. Wait a minute,
Hmm.
this happening here could be worse down the line. But obviously Dom is ignoring those things.
Yeah. Big time.
You know what I'm saying? And I have to have him ignore it because to make it interesting. I mean, I think at some point Sophia's even asking him, "Are you like falling?" Like that wasn't
Mm.
the
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 plan, right?
plan for me to be okay with this.
Right.
Are you falling? And he never admits that.
Right.
So there was There's a lot of good scenes, but that Dark Knight scene is where I took that. I just remembered it, and I was like, yo, it would be interesting if I
Mm-hmm.
did this.
Well, when you said foreshadowing, I thought it was so clever the way you incorporated what happens with Lisa because of the way that you've described her in previous books, how she is. Like even in this book, um, she's ready. She sees a good looking guy. She's ready to. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go talk to him. And Sophia's like, "What are you doing? Whoa, whoa, whoa." And I like how no one expects what happens until you read that one sentence about where oh, you sound.
Where he's from.
Yeah. And then you're like, "Oh my god." So I like
Mhm.
that foreshadowing.
Because
Yeah.
to get you off, yo, that's what I'm saying. I don't remember this book, and then once we start talking about it, I do. The ancestors help me.
Mhm.
My memory is sharp. There's a scene at the mansion where Dom is saying, "Don't go out."
Mhm.
And why? Why? Well, if we're under surveillance,
Yeah.
don't everybody gotta stick together. We gotta come up with a plan. Don't go out. Oh, I'll be fine. Kisses Dom on the forehead. Kisses Estrella on the forehead. Yeah, you guys enjoy
Calls him
yourself. Da da da.
paranoid.
Don't worry about it. I'll be back. Now they go out, maybe to a cafe. I don't remember the
Mhm.
scene. The
Mhm.
scene.
Cafe.
I'm right.
Yeah.
Okay. So now, um, yes, that happens.
Mhm.
But they parted ways, right? I don't think she just she said there's this guy staring at me.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's this guy that's
And then
staring
he
at me.
walks out. And she's like,
Mm.
"Man, I was just gonna go get a number and come back." And then they continue to
Yeah,
talk.
that part Sophia's even restricting her
Mhm.
from going, like,
Right.
and the masculine, kind of flamboyant, chick, right? Like in Lisa, who just like her intuition is not there. So
No.
she's just thinking with her hormones.
Mhm.
And no, 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 that's my opportunity, blah blah blah. Like, so that's what ends up happening. But
Yeah.
for every action there's a reaction. So that's really how I implemented that scene. But once like if I'm reading it myself, once you hear that accent, oh, where are you from? And
Yeah.
then it's like I'm like,
Oh
oh
man.
man,
Yeah. And that's why though Sophia has her own guilt with this because she even says I shouldn't have gone out. I should have stayed home. But I also like how Sophia, you make her still like she defends Dom, even to Lisa, who's her ride or die. Like Lisa would do anything to her, and whenever she like talks shit about Dom, um, Sophia checked her. So, do you believe women nowadays still do that, or do you think that they're just like, yeah, he's a piece of shit?
no. And another thing I wanted to talk about, like with this brand that I like Rudsack, it's exclusive. And I'm a guy that likes things that a lot of people don't have. Like the cars I have, you can't get them no more. They
Mm,
discontinued them. The women in my life, they don't make them anymore. You gotta find them. The man I am, they don't make them anymore. You gotta search.
mm,
Um, Things I do, whatever jobs, or whatever it is, I like things that are rare. That's the summary.
nice.
So when going back to that, um a lot of women today are not. If they do, that is a traditional thing.
Defending, you mean?
Yeah, that is a traditional thing because she obviously has her principles intact. That's the loyalty. So when you look at it, I'm glad you said that because when I was skimming through the book last week, like I didn't read it, I'm just skimming through.
Right.
We don't talk about this. We in the first book, Stuck Between Two Different Worlds, Sophia's mom is introduced, but she doesn't. I didn't never give her a name. It's just Sophia's mom,
Yeah.
Sophia's mommy. She addresses her as mommy.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so it's just Sophia's mom. Even in this, when I do creating the dialogue, Sophia's mom, and then the dialogue,
Mm-hmm.
the literary content. So this is like an integral part. Sophia's mother till this day doesn't love Dom.
Yeah.
doesn't accept him.
Mm.
Because there's a scene in there where she's saying stuff like, "Oh, you always make bad decisions, especially with men,"
Yeah.
and she's defending Dom,
Yeah.
right? And then, "Oh no, no, mom, he's not a thug." Yeah, he is. He's just a rich thug now.
Mhm.
Nothing's changed. So, um, I love, I love that because even in Stuck Between Two Different Worlds, where I have a cafe scene, she's defending Dom. Oh, that motherfucking dog. That's still my husband.
Mhm.
So
Exactly.
what I've always done, even when we talked about Strong Bonds of a Break in the last season, of how I have the characters stay true to their identity.
Mhm.
No matter the circumstances, they stay true to their identity. The principles that they have differently doesn't necessarily mean they have the same principles. The morals, the values, they always go back to that.
Yep.
So one of the things that I mentioned about Sophia is she's
Mhm.
loyal to a fault. So that loyalty is always intact, no matter what.
Yeah, no matter to who either.
Yeah. So I love that scene because everything is like consistent. Like people reading these books, they realize, oh yeah, Sophia's mom never liked them. Cause I remember reading the prequel,
Mhm.
and she didn't.
And she didn't
I
like him
remember reading
then.
Strong Bonds of a Break, she didn't. So it's almost like when somebody doesn't like you in that circumstance, they wait for you to fuck up.
Yeah.
So then they could, I told
That's what,
you,
yep,
like,
exactly.
because now it's like, oh, I don't hear anything negative about, oh, just leave him alone. Then it comes about, oh, I told you, that fucking thug, I told you. And it's like, oh, mom, he's changed. No, ain't nothing changed. He's just a rich thug now.
Mhm.
It's still the same.
But that's
Yeah.
how Lisa was too. She even says like she doesn't like he just keeps in her eyes keeps fucking up. Okay. There's a part in the book when Sofia and Estrella are in the mansion there and Estrella asks Sophia how she's feeling about everything and if she's getting used to their new situation. And Sophia answers by saying it wasn't about Dom having another woman or other women, but the deceit and the dishonesty and about being left out and not like measuring up. How did you come up with that? And do you believe that to be true about most women?
Those are good questions. How do I come up with that? Because experience,
Okay.
personal experience, um also seeing that experience outside of me. When you invest certain amount of years with a woman and she sees that you're not a dork. She sees you're not a nerd. She notices like I know what I got. Like
Mm,
he's hot or whatever. He's sexy, he's handsome. They know that they can't control you in that regard.
okay.
So they would prefer to at least now just have the knowledge of it. Because if I can't control him, like I'll try to control him. I'll try to control him from not flirting. I'll try to control him from not connecting with other women. But if I can't, at least give me a heads up. That's how
Mm.
most women would say. But remember, you have to have time with her. It's not just a chick you just met first week. I don't care if
Imagine.
you're
Guess what?
fit. I don't care if you're fit. I don't care if your favorite race, black or Asian or whatever. I don't care if you're tall. I don't care if you're rich. Like it's not gonna work. Like she still
Mm,
won't be submissive in that regard. She still won't be okay with it. She still won't comply or have some type of congruent or way where that's something that's cool.
mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So you have to have time with her for her to see to a point where it's like different mannerisms, and then by her having time with you, she's gonna adopt the like male nature ideology. Like she's gonna see like, oh, this is how men act. Because she has history with you, like especially like because women give their all more than men.
Mm-hmm.
So they're like they're investing in that relationship and also their identity there
Okay.
as well. So they're studying the man's mannerisms. Oh, this is what he does all the time. He goes out to the club with his boys every other weekend or whatever. Like they will study patterns. So at some point, the woman who is at some point the woman becomes logical and she realizes that, you know, this is not something I can control. But if I can like have some type of medium where I'm informed about it, I have more peace of mind than the unpredictable. Because
Mm-hmm.
then maybe I could prepare whatever it is, less embarrassment, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Less embarrassment.
She sees something online like, oh, went to a sports bar, somebody took a photo, whatever, or we took a photo, it's posted. Like she's aware it's not like for
Right.
her, like it's
Like
a
she's
pride thing.
blindsided.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
yeah, yeah.
pride thing for a lot of women.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I think it depends on the man because if she knew he a dork, I pay all everything. I ain't paying bills. He's not a man around here, and you're doing that, it fucks up her mind. But if you're doing everything as a man and she could see he's masculine, she could see he's hot, she's not surprised. Like, yeah, whenever we
Right.
go out, other girls be looking at him. Like, she's not surprised. Maybe if it hasn't happened in a while, she needs a reminder. And she remembers, yeah, okay, I remember what I got.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot. Because a lot of women are out of sight, out of mind. You
Right.
could walk into that dynamic and be like, yeah, I talk to a lot of women. They could be thinking you're lying. Oh, not a lot of men are gonna be that forward. He's just impressed. He's just trying to impress me. He's lying. He's lying because they don't see it.
Right.
Then when they see it, it's like, like if
Or
you tell
he's like
somebody,
he's trying to show off with a
yeah,
lie.
it's like if you tell somebody how you are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm a gentleman savage. I'm rude to a lot of
Mm-hmm.
people, but I'm kind who I care about. Now she disrespects you, and you get savage with her, and she's like, "Oh my God, I never saw this
You're
side of you."
mean.
He didn't lie. It's just because you were always submissive, you never saw that side of him.
Mm.
So she probably thinking, "Yeah, he's not like that. He's
Yeah.
soft. He's a soft guy. He's not like that until it is. Then it's like it's always in you.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So it's kind of like that. Um, So what did I answer the question? What was
Oh, and do you? Oh, yeah. No, you did. I said, do you think it's true about most women to think like that?
yeah,
And yeah, especially with the, I agree. Especially with
mm,
they don't want to look dumb.
yeah.
They wanna.
It's all about the type of man she's with,
Mm-hmm.
and if you got time with her, like a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, if you got time.
A year, you think too?
Yeah, because it could be like how he approached her in the beginning.
That's
Like,
true.
oh, this is how I am. This is what I do. Is this cool with you? You're gonna stay here or not? Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, I wanna give it a try. Once you've invested that time, it comes down to that. But I feel like for women, right? This is what I believe. Like I don't feel it. I believe this. How you are approaching on the like transparency aspect puts him in a different frame. That's like leading for them. So in a way, like let me give more context. If you're talking to a woman and you're like, I'm gonna be honest with you, this is what I do. This is who I am. Now it's like okay, he's taking the lead. So it's like it's almost like oh he's being honest first, so I'm gonna be honest back. I'm gonna follow
Mm.
that and this and that.
So
What
you're
happens
saying,
often is a lot of times guys conceal what they do, who they are, what you know what I'm saying,
yeah, yeah.
activities. So
They
now,
try to be sneaky type.
yeah, as they're figuring these things out about them, they're like they're losing trust and respect, and
Yeah.
now they don't want to follow.
Yeah.
You see, so
That's true.
when a dude is like approaching in that regard, and even though she don't like it, if she's sticking around, she's showing that she's gonna follow.
Mm.
Now, she's a crazy bitch when she's sticking around and trying to change that circumstance or
Yeah,
him.
that's true. That's
Like that's
toxic.
it's not just toxic, it's mental institution.
Oh, Lord.
Like it doesn't make sense. Like you like leave. No, I'm not leaving.
Yeah, it's
This is gonna
crazy.
continue to happen.
I
So
I, I
then
also
what
think.
what are you gonna keep doing? Stressing yourself out.
Yep. I'm making a scene. I also think what wait, what do I think? We were talking what the heck were we talking about right now?
Mental institution. You also think probably some
Oh,
women.
I also think that women like when a guy is honest like that and puts it in like the ball in your court. Because
uh,
if
uh,
they gotta find something else, like what else is he hiding?
oftentimes what happens is women don't like it at first because a lot of men it's not common for them. So their brain is not functional with that. You know what I'm saying? They can't calibrate it. They get used to it. So what happens is at first when you're brutally honest, it hurts their feelings. At first when they're brutally honest, depending on what you are honest about, it makes them self-conscious. It
Mm,
makes them insecure. It makes, oh, he wants to do this, so that means he don't love me. They make it about themselves.
mm,
Then it's like they cry, whatever, bitch, complain, yell, whatever they need to do to get over it in that moment. Then they get over it and then they come back, then they settle, then they conform to it because they end up being rational. They end up
mm.
being logical. And then they say, well, at least he was honest. The other
That's
dudes
true.
hit it. The other dudes didn't say,
I
and I
lied.
caught him.
Mm-hmm.
At least it. So that part of that, what brings the trust and respect back.
Yeah.
So now they want to follow, even if they don't like it, because the alternate, there's no middle ground. You like if he's saying it's not gonna change. This is what it is. You're either gonna stay or leave. It's not gonna stay and change this. That's the crazy
Right.
chicks.
Yeah. Definitely. I think there's a little crazy in all of us though, us chicks. Um so how did you because like you were saying before, the women in Dom's life, they are so very different, from each other. Um, with the exclusion of Sophia and Dulce are kind of similar. They're very, headstrong and boss, except that Dulce is more submissive, way more than Sophia. But and we also know that you have your own muses that help shape, or you know, the characters of Sophia and Estrella. Do Are there any other like women that you shaped Dulce and Sandra after, or it's just a mixture like how you said with Estrella and Sophia and Lisa is goes in with the other question.
Um, we'll say, yeah, we talked about this book in I think maybe season 17
No, but I'm bringing
or
it back.
18, and I mentioned that I dated a female drug dealer. Remember that scene? Remember?
Mm.
She was Costa Rican, light skin.
Ah, so
Yeah,
there's Dulce. Okay.
yeah. So we were she lived in Philly, like PA, right? So she would travel here, I
Mm.
would go there. This was like 2015,
Mm-hmm.
2016. And one time we were having um breakfast, and when we were together, now I knew she did this, but she was working to leave that life.
Okay.
So I'll just reiterate from that last episode. Um she had a flip phone because you know trappers, uh,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, untraceable and shit, right? You got multiple,
Sorry.
so you got multiple phones. So a flip is prominent
Mm-hmm.
for that. So she has a smartphone, got a flip phone for business. So the flip phone, boom, she's very honest, right? But she's trying to leave that. Um, she was just in a bad situation she got into. Um, and I talked about how I changed her life. She left that, went to nursing school, boom, boom, boom.
Wow.
And she said I helped change that.
That's so
But
nice.
let me finish the story and then we'll
Mm-hmm.
get back into it. Flip phone, phone rings, and she's like, Whole different person. Yo, so what you need? Boom, boom, boom. Da 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 da. This. And remember, this goes back to out of sight, out of mind. Somebody says they are something or they do something, but you don't see it.
Mm-hmm.
Your brain is like, it's not them.
Yeah.
So in that moment, it reminded me, oh, what she does. So then after the phone, flip it down, turns off, whatever, she transforms back to kind, soft spoken, submissive, feminine. Doesn't use these terms. Yo, nigga, blah, 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 blah.
So that's where you got that scene where Dulce does what she does.
Yeah,
Oh, see?
yeah.
How
So
interesting. This is like,
I was like, we're not gonna fuck with each other anymore if you continue this,
hmm.
you know. So
And she didn't. Look at her. Good for her. What about Lisa?
it didn't work out because she was forcing marriage on me, and
No,
I
I know,
was
but
like, oh,
at least you got her to leave that
I
life.
don't want to just be a sub. I want to be a wife. Oh, you don't tell me when you gonna be a sub or wife. You gotta earn that.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like at this point, we were like dating for like 3 months.
Oh wow.
So I was like, yeah, this constant conversation keeps happening. It's not gonna work out because you're being too dominant right now, and it's constantly, you know.
Um.
So, but like sometimes people appreciate your absence that makes them change. So the fact that like she got dominant too. All right, like if if you want to leave, then leave. So we both it was mutual. Peace, peace. And then she was feeling it. Couple weeks went by, hitting me up, miss you and whatever. And I wasn't like, oh, you still doing that life? Yeah. All right. Like, what am I? I'm not coming back.
Right.
And then that's what I guess made her leave completely and then go do that.
Good for her
Because
though.
she was looking at it like, damn, all these other niggas that I was fucking with, they're not telling me the truth. They're not teaching. They don't
Mm.
know how. All they know how to do is like just yes women to death, and they think that that's connecting with them,
Mm.
letting them do what they want, and they think that's connecting with them. Continue to encourage their bad behaviors, and they think that's connecting with them, whether they're taking their clothes off or doing whatever they're doing in the street.
Yeah.
So she saw like I was different, and because of that, she wanted to make a change because she saw like she lost me.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So maybe she thought like, okay, let me make this change. I'll get him back, and even if I don't, at least I'm changing my life
Yeah.
because your path is not gonna be good. It's gonna be death or jail.
Yeah.
And
That's so nice.
you a girl too in a male dominating thing.
Field. Yeah.
So dudes, are gonna try to rob you,
Mm-hmm.
grape you, do
Mm-hmm.
whatever. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta,
Steal your client.
yeah, you gotta carry shit. You gotta,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? So it's not. It's why
Safe.
I laugh when I see these like shows with queen pins. The queen pins don't exist. Like Griselda Blanco
I was about
or
to say
Blanca, Blanco,
Blanco.
Blanco. She was an exception to the rule, but even she fucked up. No disrespect, cause she was a chick.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Emotions got involved, and she was bi. So even she messed up because y- you
Over
know,
a chick. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know why she messed up.
like a lot. And that's when Pablo Escobar and her was kind of going at it. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? Cause like
I did
she was
not
doing
know
that,
none
and
of
he was
that.
running this stuff. So it was like he was dominating that in the street. And at the end of the day, he
They had beef?
yeah,
Oh,
he took over. So that's why I'm saying like it doesn't normally last for them because there's so many things that's not in their nature. Let's
mm.
just summarize it.
You've always said that we something about not doing something for a long time. Well, no, I could be making things up.
Yeah,
I
it's
made it up.
not their nature.
Right.
Yeah, I said that.
Um. So, what about like? Do you have specific people like you just said that X is the one that
Mm,
helped shape
mm.
Dulce? Do you have somebody
Sandra.
like Sandra,
Yeah,
Lisa, and
I
the
had
and
a
the
couple of
and the
female.
cop? And the cop,
I
Alexis?
had a
Sorry.
couple of female um attorneys.
Oh, I
So
remember
that
that
was
one.
that. What else? The female cop. I mean, I met a couple of female cops, but I never like
Knew I need to
connected
fasten,
with
right.
them,
Mm,
you know. But one thing I will say is Alexis is dirty, and that's all I'm saying.
mm. That one was a
And
surprise.
I just want to give more context because sometimes we don't have like hood term peoples that use slang. So dirty, I don't mean she's like not clean. Like it's
Filthy.
metaphor. Like it's
Mm-hmm.
metaphor.
Not a
Just
good
so
person.
yeah, just so they know.
Yeah.
Like
And
dirty could be
that
thinking
one I
someone
gotta
from
admit,
Russia or Australia or Germany is
right,
watching
won't
this
know.
and like dirty. He doesn't take showers. Like
Right.
what
Maybe.
does that mean?
Yeah, and like I was stating before, that one was a complete surprise to me. I was like, wait, what's happened right now? You this one you had me very all in my emotions. I was sad, I was in shock, I was like, holy crap, I can't believe it. And I'm yelling at the book like, don't you know who that is? Very good.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
liked it.
yeah.
Do you feel like as you're writing, you did 7 books. With each one, your writing got better and better. And even to come to this one, the only one that you wrote in a completely different, do you feel like when you got to writing this book in this style that you had progressed? Like, did you see your progression? Like
Yeah,
yeah.
with the story and everything, definitely. My
And how,
creativity,
that's what I wanted to know, the
definitely.
creativity.
Now, Hefe was hard because there was a scene where damn, I don't want to give this away about Alexis, and she's like, I got blah 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 for blah blah blah, and he's like, no 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 no, and then Estrella steps in and says, well, can't we just get the police involved and blah 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 for Jefe, and he says 75% of them are on the payroll. Judges, politicians,
Mm-hmm.
like him going to jail is gonna make it worse because
Right.
who in their right mind would put him there? He would know it would be us.
Right.
So this is the only way. It has to be that way.
Mm-hmm.
So 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 he said the only thing we need to work on is making sure it doesn't trace back to us. So keep our hands clean and get somebody else or others to do it for us.
Mm.
So the key was what Sophia saw in prior. You mentioned it when she saw it's Dulce looking at Dom and then she was like boom and she
Mm-hmm.
mentioned that Dom works on that. So Dom actually proposes a proposition with Dulce to turn on her father.
Mm.
So
That one I wasn't expecting either.
the only way that I was able to make that happen was a couple of things. Sophia getting kidnapped, he was involved, um, and Dulce was unaware of it.
Mm-hmm.
So now, like, wait a minute, I'm the lieutenant, right?
And
And
I don't know.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Second, there was like I don't know if it was a shipment or they were gonna go do something and she's like, "Oh, I'll handle it. I run the guys." No, 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 Princesa. I want you to stay here. Wait a minute. I normally am out there.
Right.
So that's two. So now she's thinking, "Wait a minute. Are you are you like demoting me? Are
Mm-hmm.
you giving my position away?" No, no, no. I want you to stay here and do this. I don't want you out there
Mm.
for this specific thing or whatever. So now
She feels like he's undermining her, like in front
yeah.
of people.
Yeah, so that's like strike 3.
Mm.
So now I had to make it easy for her to want to turn. You know what I'm saying? It was hard when the proposition came about.
Mm-hmm.
Like, are you crazy? Blah blah blah. I could kill you for this.
Right,
Do
right.
do do do. But then doing that, and then the second part was when they actually Dom texts her, um, we need to meet, and she's like, "Oh, you don't just give me." This is one of my favorite scenes. You don't just give me orders, and he says, "Cut this feminist bullshit out. You answered me, didn't you?
Mm.
We need to meet now. Here, here, here." And she does it. So
Yeah,
all that talk, she still goes to
that's
meet him.
true.
So when they meet, I think it's like outside the cafe, and they're talking. I want to talk out here, blah blah blah. Inside has ears, whatever. He says, the situation with Sophia and the fact that she didn't know, and he does that little diabolical psychological move where he's like, damn, if he's keeping you out of that and this, you
What
know
else?
what else is going on? Your position is in danger. How are you able to trust now? That's supposed to be your father, not just business, but that's your father.
No.
So now it's like, no, he wouldn't do that. You know what? I'm gonna go to Colombia because they met in New York. So now I'm gonna go back
Mm-hmm.
to Colombia. I'm gonna go talk to him, and you're gonna be wrong, and and you're gonna apologize when I bring you the details, and you're wrong. All right, go ask him. When she walks away, no, he walks away first. He's facing the camera, smirking. Have the camera zoom in on him so they can see he's smirking. Smirking, the visual audience and the readers reading it would see, he's diabolical right there.
Mm-hmm.
He's trying to pin them against each other.
Yep.
So um that's how I had to, everything, like, I gotta make it real, right? How do you get to the end? I gotta build a paper trail. So
Mm.
I had to build a paper trail. There has to be frustration building, because now when she actually finds out that it happened, um, Princess, I wouldn't lie to you. Da, 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 this, whatever. It's like, wait a minute, Poppy, we don't do that.
Mm.
What are you doing? Like, let her go. No, 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 no. Because at some point Dom got the upper hand.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna give that away.
Mm-hmm.
So Dom getting the upper hand, he has to now resort to different measures to keep him still under the thumb.
Mm-hmm.
Because Dom goes to extreme measures. Remember, the Russians are involved too.
Yeah.
So breaking into the hotel of pretending to be um room service with the room service. Oh, we didn't, the Russian. We didn't order room service. No, no speak English. No speak English. No speak English. Can you come a little closer? Some shit like that. I don't remember what I said, but I got them to come too close to the door where he pushes the shit, breaks the chain off. Dude's nose is busted. He's just karate, Bruce Lee type shit
Mm-hmm.
in there,
Mm-hmm.
and then taking weapons away, dismantling them, just like Superman shit, to the point where he gets a guy that's left, and then he has him talking.
Mm. How did you get the two, like the Russians and Hefe? Like, how did that? Um, how'd you come up with?
Well, Gambino was the common denominator. Remember in the
Mm.
first scene when
Yeah.
the call,
Yep.
like the last show, part one,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
um, so, oh, it's not over. Gambino. How do you know that name? So it's a conglomerate.
Yeah.
So if that happened with the Italian mob boss that's eradicated, something could be a loss. Maybe shipment didn't go through. Maybe a loss. Like,
Mm.
damn, that's like $60 million of product. Where is it?
Right.
Because it didn't get delivered, or whatever it is. I just throw your imagination. I don't explain it,
Right.
but
Right.
you could use your imagination. Somebody got to be held accountable.
Yeah. Which is exactly what Thams has said. That's exactly what he told Sophia. Something's gonna come back because Lord knows who he was connected to.
Yeah, so you know, they're they might not like each other, but just like Hefe was saying, he was like, "There's no color here but green,
Yeah.
and we don't care about color here but green because." he was trying to get the guys to get along.
Hefe
Dom
was?
and the other Russian, they was trying to get them to get along. Oh, there's no, oh, this guy don't want to work. I don't want to work with him. Da da da. He's black. Oh,
Hmm.
there's no color here, just green. Could all make money. So at some
Right.
point, you know, Hefe has the right mindset with where they are as like a conglomerate of each organization eating. Just do what you do. We don't need to hang out.
Right.
Just do what you do. Keep it flowing. Revenue, cash flow, whatever it is. Everybody's eating. So, um, that's how I kind of made it. I wanted to bring diversity.
Which
hmm
which character in this book was um the hardest to continue their storyline?
I think Hefe was hard.
Yeah. Wh-
Yeah, I revealed his real name in the end. The way he's able to stay afloat is his um his alignment with CIA and the government
Mm-hmm.
because nobody can stay afloat for that long.
Yeah, that's
The
true.
feds,
Mm-hmm.
all these that he's kickbacking,
Mm-hmm.
or whatever it is. Because how are you able to bring that here?
That's true.
So I had that. Like I had to get into his backstory because remember,
Mm-hmm.
damn, I gotta give shit away. Remember when no, I'm not. The smart people will figure it out. When Dom and Sandra are having that conversation in the soundproof
Mm-hmm.
room, he asks her to do something for him.
Mm-hmm.
So how does Dom know that? All that information about Hefe,
Mm-hmm.
CIA, his real name or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. You see?
Mm-hmm.
So if they're reading, they could rewind back and then they'll
Mm-hmm.
figure it out. So that's the only way. He was hard because he's stone cold. You can't figure him out.
Hmm. How
You
interesting.
can't get to him unless he wants you to. You
Hmm.
can't get close to him unless he wants you to. That's how Hefe was. He got to a point where he liked Dom,
Yeah,
where
he
he
said.
brought him in,
Mm-hmm.
you know? Um,
I
yeah.
think he admired him also
Yeah, but
for
he
being
tested
able.
him.
Yeah.
There was a scene he tested him. The bank. Remember that one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Um. What else was I gonna say? Uh. Let me see. Hold on.
Yeah, there's so many good scenes.
Yeah, there really are.
There's the scene when Dulce comes to the house and warns Dom.
Mm-hmm.
Dom says, remember, mind you, Sophia's still kidnapped. Dom says, baby girl or kitten, he calls her, which is Estrella's nickname. See who it is. He sees who it is. Oh, it's blah blah blah. What? What is she doing here? I don't want to open the door. See what she wants. Opens the door, and we see another side of Estrella we don't normally see. She
Mm.
gets dominant with Dulce.
Dulce. Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing here? You're not welcome. Oh, I have to tell him something. It's a dire situation. So she warns him, and he doesn't believe it. But
Mm.
it really, but to a point where what she's saying, he invites her in and they go talk in the room, you know. But I love the scene of when he cuz Dulce has many properties and one of her properties is a penthouse in New York. So Dom knocks on the door.
Mm-hmm.
Mind you, this is for him to confront her about the Sophia situation. Dom knocks on the door and she answers it. I'm not going to give this away until the end. She answers it and they don't even embrace like they normally do. She goes to embrace him. He
He pulls
walks
back.
away
Mm.
or whatever or pulls back. Right? I don't really remember it,
Mm-hmm.
but he doesn't embrace her. So it's not mutual. Uh, Now, oh, I had nothing to do with it or whatever. That's when he pulls the pistol on her,
Mm-hmm.
backs up against the wall. The way I describe it, I think palm on her throat, pistol on the forehead. Where is she? So
Mm.
then now they kind of come to a medium. If you do this, you'll never find out. So that's what puts him in check.
Mhm.
All right. Now he says, stick to the plan. And when I call you, you will. Before he leaves, this is the part I love. How do you know you can trust me? Fear.
Yeah,
How do
fear.
you know you can trust me? He says to her fear, and she's puzzled. So she's staring at him finally, and he's like, listen, and if you find it, you can correct me if I'm wrong. The same fear that made you put that pistol in your waistband before I walked in here.
Yes, I
That's
remember
the
that.
best part. And it's like, in a way, the readers and she's puzzled.
Mhm.
Multiple reasons is because remember, Dom is attention to detail. So if something's back there or even in the front, you're standing a different way.
Yeah.
So he notices maybe a bulge. I don't
He's
describe it.
good.
He notices maybe a bulge, maybe whatever, maybe she keeps one hand behind her back. He notices. So he says, the reason I could trust you to make sure the plan goes accordingly is fear.
Mm.
Fear. Yes, the same fear that made you put the pistol in your waistband before I got in here.
Yep. I found the part where it is how you said where he puts the gun to her head.
Yeah. And
To her forehead.
remind you, I didn't even get to that scene yet when I was skimming through last week. I'm just starting to remember as we're talking about it. There's so much shit. You know what I'm saying? So much. There's a scene where Dom's in trouble. Now Estrella gotta do something
Mhm.
to get him out of it, and he has to trust her.
Yeah, this book has a lot of intricate stuff in and out. Like from the beginning.
So now, when there's a scene when Dom actually goes to Colombia, Hefe is reading the newspaper. The maid brings him his coffee. And
Mhm.
the way I describe the maid is a very short dress, has like you could see her ass cheeks, right? Um, and what happens with that scene is there's a table of guys there for a discussion. Dom is supposed to be there, and he meets the guy for the reason of why they're in this situation. The
Mm.
dude, the end of strong bonds or break.
Mhm.
So that guy now approaches the table, and Dom is looking like he's seen a ghost.
Mm.
And that guy is saying, "Oh, surprised to see me, amigo.
Mm.
How you think Jefe knew about everything that?"
Mhm.
So now that situation, and Jefe doesn't like that guy runs his mouth too much. So
Mhm.
something happens. I don't
Yep.
want to give that away. So, but it was like could it go both ways in that circumstance? Could go for
Yep.
Dom, could go for so I did like a little cliffhanger, kind of want to scare the readers in that regard. Um,
Yeah, you're good with the cliffhangers.
what else? Um, there was that. There was yeah, I don't want to talk too much about Alexis,
Yeah,
but
no.
yeah, you know,
I think we got through like all the
mm,
meat and potatoes, and
yeah,
then it's like
the plan.
the plan they have to the readers have to go through. But
Mm,
that's just like action stuff.
yeah, there's clues because remember there's a scene where Bill and Robert, these are the tech guys
Mhm.
that are Dom, like they're best friends with Dom. And they say, we need access in that villa. And everybody's looking at Dom and he's like, why is everybody looking at me? You're the only one that's gonna be able to get close to Dulce.
Yep.
Like it just makes sense. So
Mhm.
he's thinking to himself, how am I gonna be able to put in like a USB or because they need access in there.
Right.
They need like surveillance.
Mhm.
So like he's just coming up like, okay, I'll figure it out. So there's a scene where he gets a rose, right? And he has to like get intimate with her, like physically, like they're kissing.
Mhm.
and as he's kissing her, she's now gone, right? She
Right.
she she
She's
don't
not
even
there
remember.
anymore.
She's not
Yeah.
there anymore. So in that regard, I think he actually go to the bathroom. Where's the bathroom? But somehow he does it. I don't remember how, but he does it. But that part of him seducing her had to be a play because
Mm.
it had to like just look natural. Because if it didn't, she would have suspected something.
Mm-hmm. And then she would have showed him that other side of her
Yeah,
that he already saw with
yeah,
somebody else.
yeah. So it was dope, man.
Was it
Really,
fun
really had
writing this
fun
book?
writing this book. I
Yeah.
really did. I really did.
More than any other? I mean, it's so different than the other ones. I would think it would be harder but more fun at the same time. Me just looking at it because you're writing harder because you have to write Dulce and then what she says, Dam and then what he says. But I would think more fun because it's all like you're talking. It's you know what I'm saying?
This book is straight action.
Yeah.
The strong bonds of a break goes into backstories. Action, a lot of backstories. Stuck between two different worlds, same thing. It's the prequel.
Backstories, yeah.
Backstories, little action, a lot of sex. Backstories. You know what I'm saying? A lot. But this one, like, it's right then and there. Action, action,
Action.
action, plans, like little backstories on one or two characters, action, action, action,
Mhm.
constantly.
Mhm.
Flipping this, strange bedfellows, strange alliances coming together,
Yeah.
um, alliances that you thought would never break, um, twists,
Surprises, yep.
cliffhangers,
Twists and turns everywhere.
the funeral scene.
Ugh,
He
can't wait.
sees the Russian. Dom chases him
Yep.
down,
Mhm.
breaks his arm, breaks his leg. He's down there suffering. Talk, and the guards are with him. The guards, Dom's guards are with him, and then everybody comes up. Dom, what's going on? Oh, this guy knows something. This is weird. Blah 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 blah. Remember the house? All these things, and now, um, I don't remember if he does talk, but Dom tells the guards to do something, and then they go.
Mm.
So, um, even that scene, it's so much. It's a lot. It's a lot, but I I threw everything in there. Like I don't miss
Yeah.
parts. You have to like I have a lot of parts where I'm showing different emotions for all of the characters. All of the characters because now even Estrella is involved
Yeah.
because it's like she gotta make sure her kids are good
Mhm.
or whatever situation and whatever. And now it's like everybody now is on the same page because everybody's being targeted. On top of bringing Bill and Robert around to help with the technology and all these
Mhm.
things, um, giving them the tools now to be successful.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, and everybody being in their strengths and positions of power.
Yeah, it's nice to see like them putting their differences aside. Like you said, how now they all have one basic, common interest and seeing them all work together. To come to from how the other two books, led up to that, that is quite it's a full circle moment. Especially from the from the other from the prequels to this one.
Hmm.
So good.
You know, um, I'm gonna rush a little bit to the end. There's there's a scene in Strong Bonds of a Break when Dom was talking to Gambino, and it's 19. You and I are not alike, and Gambino's trying to tell him we are alike, and Dom's saying we're not because I was able to outsmart you and do it this way, but you would have reverted to violence.
Mm.
So there's a scene in the end when Dom is pretty much done for. He's done for,
Of
and
this book?
yeah,
Okay.
he's done for, and Hefe and Dom are having an interaction, and I don't want to mention who else is there because it's gonna give it away.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And Dom is saying, "Are you sure you could trust this person that's
Mm-hmm.
next to you?" because he's gonna be done for. He's in the corner. It's done for him.
Mm-hmm.
But Dom says, "Are you sure you could trust this person that's next to you?" What do you mean? Then remember, it all goes full circle. There's a reason why Bill and Robert, and this was not even something that they were looking to do. It was like somebody saying, "Oh my God, a free meal, icing on the cake." That's
Mm.
not why they wanted the surveillance. That
Right. It just so happened that they caught.
I want to show you some footage.
Mm-hmm. You
Dom,
pull things out
the
from
what
the
I
thin
what I
air.
wanted to do was I wanted to make sure that all these things were able to happen without really Dom metaphorically pulling the trigger himself.
Mm.
You know
Mm.
what I'm saying? So
Like coincidentally. You wanted it
no,
to happen
no, no,
coincidentally?
no, no.
No.
So the goal was that even Dom was saying, because remember when Sophia was like, well, I gotta blah 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 for blah 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 blah. And he
Mm-hmm.
was like, no, 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 we can't, even if they are dirty.
Right.
So what he was saying was, if we could put this into play where it's not just not gonna trace back to us, but we don't have to get our hands dirty.
Mm.
See, so it wasn't coincidental. It
Right,
was
right, right.
already a plan.
Right, right, right.
So, you know, once Hefe finds out that betrayal, it's like, yo, like
It's over. I remember this picture about when Alexis arrested him. I was like, that is such a great picture, especially with the city in
background.
the
Yeah,
background.
yeah,
All these pictures were awesome.
yeah, yeah,
All the women in his life. That's so funny. You
yeah,
had a very good vision with your covers. Even like with all of them that you made the covers, you had a very good vision. This one fits the book so perfectly.
yeah, man. I uh, I didn't know how the book was gonna end, but as I was going through it, you know, it was coming up. Oh, there's a good idea. There's a good idea. Even with even with that scene that I was just talking about, it's
Mm-hmm.
not done. It's not done because if a deal happened, all right, we each get what we want. It's not done
Mm.
because even then it wasn't done because Dulce,
Yep.
you know what I mean? Loose cannon comes back full circle, you know. So
She even says in one of the dialogues to him afterwards, like she says, "How can I make this right?" And he
mm,
tells her how. He tells her this is what you have to do.
mm, yeah,
So um,
but she
that's
did,
interesting because I remember with the other books, you said that you always knew what the ending was,
yeah.
and you wrote so you knew the ending. You just had to do the middle, the front, the beginning, and the middle because you knew the ending.
Mm.
So with this one, you didn't know how it was gonna end. You're saying
So like I thought I could have had like Sofia
alternate endings.
Estrella, Sofia Estrella and Dulce, but the thing is, Dulce, it it wasn't
She don't
gonna
play
work.
well.
It wasn't gonna work. She wasn't gonna play ball. So, had to, you know,
Do what you gotta do.
yeah, because that wasn't gonna work.
Hmm.
So now that had to, happen. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, at that moment, the craziness is now putting other people in danger.
Mm-hmm. Can't have
So
that.
now you can't have that. So damn it can't be the vision. So now that has to happen.
Poor Dom.
Hmm.
Couldn't have his three ladies.
Yeah, but it was very good. It was very, very good, and I love the ending. I love the ending because it goes back to the beginning, which is the best. What is it? Well, I'm not gonna say the ending, but the argument between Dom and Sophia is an actual tactic. And
Mm,
in the ending, when the key word was, because there was a frantic moment for Dom. In that moment, he's not in control
yeah.
because Dulce is, and it's scary.
Especially
But
for
but
him.
there's one person that's the key to the solution to the problem. And what happens? She says, "Yeah, that's why I don't fucking get along with you, cuz you just don't know how to take out the garbage."
Yep.
And that moment
It brings him
when you
back.
take out the garbage, light bulb. Okay. Yeah, well, you know what? You don't so now I'm like, at that moment when I made that dialogue happen, and it's like, what does that have to do with this situation?
Mm-hmm.
I knew what I was gonna do.
Yeah, that's good because that you use that one in the other book too.
I did
How
the
they yeah
one prior
the one
sequel.
prior. Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Wrong bounds of a break then.
So it's almost like for the reader who's been reading, each book, whenever they read those words, it's almost like, "Ah, I know what's gonna
I know
happen.
what's gonna happen.
I know what they're
Yeah.
doing." Just like how they have their code words.
That I'm glad you brought that. The code words.
Their own
They were
language
using that in the
in the
when he was
beginning
in jail.
and in the beginning of this one.
You sure
With
you're not throwing any parties, right?
we need a reservation,
We need reservation. Yes, for 12.
and Esther was like, "Hello, what do you mean reservation? What are
Yeah.
you talking about?"
What? You got
Yeah,
time for dinner? She's like, no, no, no.
yeah,
It's
shh.
not
Yeah.
that.
She tells her, "Shh, be quiet, let him
Yeah.
handle it." Yeah.
Yeah. So the code words was, yeah, I mean, they were doing that since the prequel.
Mm-hmm.
Because when he was going to go to Miami, he said, oh, I left Nina underneath the sink. It's taped underneath the sink.
Mm-hmm.
Nina.
Mm-hmm.
And in that moment, um, Sophia got it.
Right. She understands what he's saying.
Yeah, he
Mm-hmm.
understands. So what happens is that that scene. Oh, I got the Nina. I brought like the readers in here. What I in there I didn't explain it, but in here I put in parentheses what they actually mean.
Mm-hmm.
I think the readers. I got a lot of good responses for this one. Um, even like higher ups
Mm.
love the scene. Dom walks out of that room, winks at somebody, they enter. And as they enter that room, they have an interaction with somebody else. And Dom knew what was going to happen. And he's just walking away, getting away from that situation.
Mm.
I'm not going to mention who those are because then it's going to give a lot of away. But if they're paying attention, then maybe I'll say this and then the smart people will pick up because we have a lot of smart fans.
Yeah, we do.
The way I'm gonna say this is how they're gonna be like, ooh, the scene of two people in the New York penthouse. How you think you can trust me?
Mm-hmm.
Fear,
Yeah.
fear. So if they rewind back, they'll get it. But if the people were paying attention, they got that memory. They'll be like, I know who two was in the room,
Me too. Me too.
and I know what ended up happening. So at the end of the day, we both kept our word. We both
Mm-hmm.
kept our deal of the bargain.
Yep.
So there was a thing of what kind of gratified each of them because it was like Dom propositioned, if this happens, you'll get this,
Mm-hmm.
and if this happens, I'll get that. So we'll both win.
Right.
I'm not gonna mention what that is. So you gotta understand that's the kind of strange bedfellows thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like at some point that happening with my wife, now what we got going on is dead.
Mm-hmm.
But well, we could both kind of keep a temporary alliance for something to happen. So they're
Mm-hmm.
smart. They're gonna
Yeah.
get it. I'm just not telling them. I'm gonna let them do work, but they're getting it. So both parties
Come
get
up winning.
come up winning,
Come up
but it's not
winning.
over. That's what it comes down to.
Exactly.
Not
Because it's
over.
never really over. When are we gonna
Well,
get another
it
book out of
does.
you?
It does end. It's a happy ending, but after that scene, it's not over.
When are we gonna get another book out of you? Have you been thinking if you would write another one?
Um, I wouldn't continue this story. Like this story is
That's it.
that's it.
You laid it
It
to
would
rest.
be something else. Another self-help book, a
Okay.
polyamorous book, maybe education on it. Um, another novel, probably.
Horror?
Mm,
No.
mm-mm. I don't know. I would,
Action.
yeah. I think action is like my favorite.
Different characters? Or like
Yeah,
entirely?
whole
Different
new.
name, everything.
Yeah, it would probably be a whole new
Ooh.
book series. Like I would probably what do I got?
Series.
7? I would
Yeah.
probably end with 10. 10 books.
What?
It would be another book series. One, two, three. Prequel, sequel, trilogy. And it would be a whole bunch of new characters, different scenes, different
Mm,
storyline. It wouldn't be this type of
right,
genre.
right,
You know, say mobsters and cartel and this
right.
and hoods. No, no, no. It would be something totally different. Like it would be probably something like this silver spoon rich kid baby
Spoiled?
um is born into this, and then he gets into this and you start seeing his life, and then he's meeting all these other characters, and just kind of like
Somebody get
reading
this man a
into
pen here. Start writing. Put your ideas down.
it would have to, I would go into that. You know what I'm saying? You go through his schooling, go through all the stuff he's going through,
Wow, it sounds like you've been
dating
thinking
and stuff,
about this.
you know. And then I would incorporate
Have you been thinking about?
a lot of conspiracies in there,
Oh, I love conspiracy people.
you know. Get with Gets mixed up with the wrong people, you know.
Oh, maybe
You
some
know.
government.
Mhm.
Oh,
And now they're saying we want a piece of what you got.
what is that? Would that be the name?
What?
Getting a.
Oh no.
No, he said
No.
no. Leave the writing in the book and the stories and all that to
You
him.
know, I love those Equalizer movies with
Mm.
Denzel
Mm-hmm.
Washington. I would incorporate some scenes from there. Equalizer 1, 2, 3. I love them all. Denzel's a hell of a character
Ah, amazing.
actor.
And
Um,
his son too. He has a son that acts and
hmm
a son that writes
yeah. So I would,
and a
I
daughter.
would figure out something. My brain is amazing.
Yeah.
I got so many things I remember. Just have so many
And
like
plus,
potential scenes in my head.
where you are in your life now, so many things have happened that you can incorporate even these new things too in the book.
Yep. Season 20 to be announced.
When I
You
do
know,
that, can you make like fireworks? So
sound effect.
yeah, because I go and I'm expecting like fireworks, and it's just me.
Maybe,
It's just me going.
maybe. We'll see. If I'm in the
All right.
mood. You know, from in a good mood. All right, maybe.
No,
Maybe not. Not a guarantee.
nothing's a guarantee. You know what is a guarantee? That you can buy any one of his books. You could Google him, go on Amazon.com. They're all there. Guarantee you're gonna like one of them or all of them. I know I do. You like that, right?
Yeah,
So how I
you
just
know. hmm They're gonna like them
smooth
all.
like butter. Yeah, they
I
are.
think they're gonna like them all. Yeah, especially the women. I have more women supporters, readers, buyers than men. But
I think men are
men buy
haters.
my stuff. They do, but a lot of women buy
Yeah,
my stuff.
the women probably buy it for their man. Be like, "You
hmm
should read this book,
Or
especially
just
the
just
second one."
because also women are more
Yeah, readers.
prone to be readers
Yeah,
than
that's
men.
true.
Like you got women that will actually read porn, men will watch it. Men are
Mm-hmm.
more visual.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Not a lot of men will like just sit back. We're not just talking about porn, like we're talking about like thrillers,
Mm-hmm.
action packed and stuff like that. Like it's just common like women will read,
Yeah.
you know.
Much bigger reader. All
You know.
right.
All right, once again, ladies and gentlemen, you tuned into one of the most raw, uncut, unapologetic, real, no holds barred, Every podcast.
Peace.